AGF, the online platform for GATE Agriculture Engineering. And this is all about me. And friends, today we are going to discuss the LMTD, that is logarithmic mean temperature difference. Friends, I think all of you have studied for your semester exam regarding this topic. Friends, in this we are mostly dealing with the heat exchangers. There are two types of heat exchangers are there. One is counter flow and another is parallel flow. Heat exchangers are used to cool the liquid or to heat the liquid. In general term, I will show you by this figure. You see here. Here the hot fluid is entering from one side and the cold fluid is entering from another side. This is the case of counter flow heat exchanger, and in case of parallel flow heat exchanger, the hot fluid is entering and the cold fluid is entering from both are entering from the same sides. Friends, you should remember this. In काउंटर पैरेलल फ्लो हीट एक्सचेंजर के केस में जो हमारा कोल्ड फ्लूइड होगा और जो हॉट फ्लूइड होगा दोनों ही सेम साइड से इंटर करेगा और सेम साइड से उसका आउटलेट होगा, मींस दोनों का इनलेट और आउटलेट सेम साइड पे होगा. जैसे हियर यू कैन सी दैट फ्रॉम द इन द फर्स्ट फिगर यू सी हियर at point A you see that both the hot fluids. Here I have shown the hot fluid with green color and the cold fluid with red color. At point A, both the hot fluid and cold fluids are entering. Means A is the entrance of both hot and cold fluid. And at point B, both the hot fluid and cold fluid are exiting. Means दोनों hot और cold fluid A point से enter कर रहे हैं और B point से बाहर निकल रहे हैं. And friends, if you are going to draw the diagram of this both entering and exit, you can get this. Here you can see in this graph you can see that at the highest temperature is TH in, means TH in means temperature of hot fluid at its inlet, and from TH in the fluid has gone to TH out, means temperature of hot fluid at the outlet. And similarly friends, for cold fluid it is TC in, means temperature of cold fluid at its inlet, and TC out, means temperature of cold fluid at its outlet. Friends, you understand this clearly that parallel flow के केस में दोनों ही हमारा इनलेट कोल्ड फ्लूइड एंड हॉट फ्लूइड का सेम डायरेक्शन में है, मींस बोथ आर इन सेम डायरेक्शन. एज यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड बाय द नेम्स आल्सो, वी ऑल नो दैट फॉर पैरेलल मींस बोथ आर इन सेम डायरेक्शन. नाउ फ्रेंड्स, यू सी इन केस ऑफ फ्रेंड्स, हियर यू कैन आल्सो सी दैट both the arrows, means the arrows in the green color line and the arrow in the white color line, both are running in the same direction. So this is the case of parallel flow heat exchanger. And now friends, you see the case of counter flow heat exchanger. Friends, in case of counter flow, you see here at point A the hot fluid is entering while the cold liquid is coming out, means you see here that TH inlet and TC out, it is given at point A. And similarly at point B it is TH out, means hot fluid is going out and the cold fluid is entering. means friends, इसमें जो होता है हमारा रिवर्स हो जाता है, means इनलेट पे हमारा हॉट फ्लूइड इन करेगा तो कोल्ड फ्लूइड आउट करेगा, एंड आउटलेट पे हमारा हॉट फ्लूइड बाहर जाएगा तो कोल्ड फ्लूइड एंटर करेगा. मींस कोल्ड फ्लूइड एंड हॉट फ्लूइड both are entering from opposite direction in case of counter flow heat exchanger. Friends, you can understand by the names also. Counter flow, counter you can understand that counters means एक दूसरे के opposite. Similarly यहाँ पे यही केस होता है. You can see in the graph also. Here you see that TH in is going to TH out, but in case of fluid, you can see that TC in is at the downward side at the B point and TC out is at the A point. Friends, here you can see the direction of arrows. In green color, the direction of arrows are different, and in white color, the direction of arrows are different. So friends, I think this is all about the flow and parallel flow heat exchangers. Now friends, in this we have to calculate the LMTD, means log mean temperature difference. And friends, this is the formula for LMTD, that is delta T1 minus delta T2 divided by ln delta T1 divided by ln delta T2. Friends, you remember this formula, it is very important. Now friends, you see here that there are many times in the question it is given that correction factor, means F is given. So when there is correction factor is given in the question, then you multiply the LMTD temperature difference and factor, so you can get the exact answer. Most important thing in LMTD is the how to calculate the T1 and delta T1 and delta T2 value. Friends, you see here we have to be conscious about the F, means correction factor, because many times in question it is given and many times it is not given. When it is not given, then you don't have to worry about it, but when it is given in the question, then you should multiply the LMTD by the correction factor, that is the F value. And friends, for calculating the LMTD, you remember this formula, that is very important. If you remember this, then you are able to put all the values regarding this T1 and T2, delta T1 and delta T2. Friends, first of all, I will tell you what is the value of delta T1. Here you see that the first variable is the delta T1. How we will calculate the delta T1? Friends, you see here, I think all of you it is clearly visible. Friends, delta T1 in case of parallel flow or in case of counter flow, in both the cases delta T1 value is the value present at the A, means point A. Here friends, you see that at point A there are two temperatures are given, that is TH input and TC inlet, means both the hot fluid and cold fluid are entering at point A. Means if you are calculating the difference of these both the temperatures, then you will get the delta T1 value. Means here you see in the formula that delta T1, that value is calculated from here, that is THI minus TCI. Means both the values are on same side. And similarly friends, for counter flow you can calculate the delta T1 value by THI minus TC out. Friends, here you can see that in both the cases, in first case the delta T1 is equal to THI minus TCI, and in second case the delta T1 value is THI minus TCO, means inlet of hot fluid temperature minus outlet of cold fluid temperature. Friends, here you see that in case of counter flow it is TC out is the temperature of outlet of cold fluid, and here you see in case of parallel flow the temperature of both hot and cold fluid is of inlet temperature. So friends, this is the delta T1 value. And now friends, for calculating the delta T2, you see here it is the second case, that is TH out minus TC out, is outlet temperature of hot fluid minus outlet temperature of cold fluid in case of parallel flow heat exchanger. And now friends, in case of counter flow heat exchanger, it is, you see here that TH out minus TC in, means outlet temperature of hot fluid minus inlet temperature of cold fluid. Friends, these two things are regarding the, you see this diagram, and you clearly, when you are going to calculate the delta T1 and delta T2 value, you should simply subtract both. At point A, you can see that, you can clearly see here that at point A and point B there are two temperatures are given. सो आपको इन दोनों टेम्परेचर को एक दूसरे से माइनस कर देना है जो कि सेम साइड पे है। फ्रेंड्स आप फर्स्ट फोटो में देखो, दो टेम्परेचर है, मीन्स पैरेलल फ्लो के केस में दो टेम्परेचर है, दैट इज TH इन एंड TC इन, मीन्स इनलेट टेम्परेचर ऑफ बोथ हॉट एंड कोल्ड फ्लूइड इन केस ऑफ पैरेलल फ्लो। तो आपको इन दोनों को एक दूसरे से सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देना है एंड डेल्टा T1 कैलकुलेट करने के लिए, एंड सिमिलरली डेल्टा T2 कैलकुलेट करने के लिए आपको TC इन TH आउट माइनस TC आउट मीन्स आउटलेट टेम्परेचर ऑफ बोथ हॉट एंड कोल्ड फ्लूइड का सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देना है एक दूसरे से। तो आप इसको पैरेलल फ्लो और काउंटर फ्लो का इजिली कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो। नाउ फ्रेंड्स यू सी हियर इट इज ऑल्सो रिटन फॉर पैरेलल flow heat exchanger, you can see the formula is same for both the parallel flow and counter flow. Friends, for both these type of flows the formula is same, only you have to be master in calculating the delta T1 and delta T2 value. Friends, you see here that delta T1 here it is written, you see here that delta T1 here it is THI minus TCI, means inlet temperature of both hot and cold fluid. You see here in the photo also I have told you inlet temperature of both TCI minus THI. Similarly delta T2 is equal to TH naught minus TC naught. These are both very easy to calculate. But friends, in case of counter flow heat exchanger, you see here that delta T1 value is THI minus TC naught and delta T2 value is TH naught minus TCI. Friends, you have to only remember the delta T1 values and delta T2 values calculation. For easy understanding, I will tell you one example so that you can easily correlate and you can get the answer. Friends, here one question you see that, but I have shown you as an example to clear your concept. Here you see in case of parallel flow, I already told you that in case of parallel flow both hot and cold liquid are flowing in the same direction. So here you can see by arrows also, both the arrows are in same direction. Friends, here you can see in the question that a hot fluid is there that is at temperature 100 degree centigrade and it has gone up to temperature 60 degree centigrade. And similarly a cold fluid is there that is at temperature 10 degree centigrade and it has gone up to temperature 40 degree centigrade. So friends, for calculating the delta T1 and delta T2 value, you can easily, here you have seen that I have circled the terms, means whatever I have to multiply, whatever the terms are present in the same side, you have to simply subtract each other. आपको यहाँ पे सिंपली जो सर्कल किया हुआ है, यहाँ पे मैंने 110 को सर्कल किया हुआ है एंड सेकेंड पार्ट में अब मैंने 60 और 40 को सर्कल किया हुआ है। तो आपको सिंपली इन दोनों को एक दूसरे से सब्ट्रैक्ट कर देना है और यही हमारा डेल्टा T1 एंड डेल्टा T2 वैल्यूज दे देंगे। यू सिंपली सी हियर दैट आई हैव पुट इन LMTD फॉर्मूला, दैट इज you see here the LMTD formula, that is delta T1 minus delta T2 divided by ln delta T1 divided by delta T2. I have simply put all the things are, friends, all the things are very clearly written here, that 90 minus 20 divided by ln 90 by 20 is equal to 46.54. You can clearly understand from here, whatever the terms are at same side of the graph is equal to the subtraction, means is equal to delta T1 and delta T2 values. And similarly friends, for counter flow you see here, you clearly it is visible. Here it is saying that a hot fluid at 100 degree centigrade, it has gone up to 60 degree centigrade. And similarly a cold fluid entering at 10 degree centigrade and gone up to 40 degree centigrade. Friends, here you see that the direction of both the arrows are in opposite direction, means counter direction. That's why it is a case of counter flow heat exchanger. And in case of counter flow heat exchanger, you simply, the cold fluid is entering in the direction opposite to the direction of entrance of hot fluid. मीन्स हमारा जो कोल्ड फ्लूइड होता है वो अपोजिट डायरेक्शन से इंटर करता है, सेम डायरेक्शन से इंटर नहीं करता है. यू कैन क्लियरली सी हियर दैट द कोल्ड फ्लूइड इज एंटरिंग at 10 degree centigrade and goes up to 40 degree centigrade. So you in this case also you simply calculate the delta T1 and delta T2 values. And friends, here you can see that 100 minus 40 is equal to 60 and 60 minus 10 is equal to 50. I have calculated, and then after you can simply put in the LMTD formula and you can get the answer. So friends, I think all of you should see this photo clearly and with full concentration, so that you can get clear with this concept. After that you are very easily you are able to solve all the questions regarding this topic. So I wish you all should see it clearly, and means 2-3 times at least you see it and make this figure in your mind, so that if any question coming regarding this topic you are easily able to solve. And friends, one more note I will give you here. There are many times in the question there is nothing given about the type of heat exchanger. Means there is nothing given, that it is simply saying a heat exchanger is present and it is flowing hot liquid and cold liquid is flowing. There is nothing given regarding the heat exchanger. Then in that case you simply consider it as counter current heat exchanger. Means जो second case का फोटो बनाया है मैंने, आपको उस केस में कंसिडर करना है काउंटर फ्लो हीट एक्सचेंजर के केस में. मीन्स सपोज आपको क्वेश्चन में हीट एक्सचेंजर के बारे में कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं दिया हो कि किस टाइप का हीट एक्सचेंजर है, सिंपली वहाँ पे हीट एक्सचेंजर लिखा हो, पैरेलल और काउंटर करंट इसके बारे में कोई डिस्क्रिप्शन ना हो, तो आपको कंसीडर करना है वो कि वो काउंटर करंट हीट एक्सचेंजर होगा. आपको फ्रेंड्स ये चीज़ याद रखनी है. एग्जामिनेशन में मेनी ईयर्स I will solve you when previous year I will tell you that time also, but आपको ये थ्योरी मैं अभी देना चाहता हूँ ताकि आप उसको इजीली मेमोराइज कर ले और इजीली आप क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर पाए. Now you see here one question asked in 2011 paper. You clearly see that whatever concept I have given, it is fully based upon data only. You see that a counter current concentric tube heat exchanger, a hot fluid enters at 360 degree and leaves at 340 degree Kelvin, and the cooling fluid enters at 300 Kelvin and leaves at 316 Kelvin, and it is asking about the logarithmic heat temperature difference. Friends, for solving such type of question, first thing you should do that make its line diagram. You see here I have made its line diagram, so it is very easy to calculate after that. Once you make its line diagram and you simply circle the terms which I have to subtract, after that your question is solved. It is just use of your calculator, nothing more than that. You see here question, it is looking bit little bit little bit looking bit conceptual, but it is very easy when I have made its line diagram. It is saying that hot fluid temperature, inlet temperature is 360 and leaves at 340 डिग्री. मीन्स यहाँ पे आप देखो हॉट फ्लूइड 360 टेम्परेचर पे इंटर करता है और 340 टेम्परेचर पे लीव होता है. एंड सिमिलरली कोल्ड फ्लूइड, फ्रेंड्स हियर इट इज ए केस ऑफ काउंटर करंट हीट एक्सचेंजर. सो कोल्ड फ्लूइड अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में इंटर करेगा 300 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे और लीव करेगा 360 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड पे, जो कि क्वेश्चन में हमारे गिवन है. सो सिंपली आप डेल्टा T1 डेल्टा T2 वैल्यू कैलकुलेट कर लो. फ्रेंड्स, आई हैव ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू अबाउट डेल्टा T1 एंड डेल्टा T2. सेम साइड का आपको सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है डेल्टा T1 के लिए और डेल्टा T2 के लिए भी. जो भी मीन्स सेम साइड में गिवन हो उसको आप सर्कल कर लो क्वेश्चन में, और आफ्टर दैट आप सब्ट्रैक्ट करके अपना डेल्टा T1 डेल्टा T2 वैल्यू निकाल लो. सिमिलरली आई हैव डन द सेम थिंग एंड आई हैव गॉट द LMTD, दैट इज 41.96. Now friends, I am going to tell you about NTU, means number of transfer units. Friends, it is the method to calculate amount of heat transfer through the heat exchanger. Means in this we will calculate the effectiveness of NTU, means effectiveness, we will calculate effectiveness of heat exchanger by NTU methods. So friends, for calculating the NTU terms, you should first calculate the NTU value. Means NTU is a you see here that NTU is a dimensionless number, so it is calculated by UA divided by C minimum. Friends, here U is the overall heat transfer coefficient, A is the area and C is the C minimum. Friends, many students are confused here that they are considering that a specific heat is the C minimum. Friends, not a specific heat. you multiply the specific heat into mass flow rate, then after you can get the C minimum. Here you see in this equation that M into Cp means mass flow rate into specific heat, then after you can get the C minimum value, not simply you take the C minimum means specific heat. That is totally wrong. आपको फ्रेंड्स C minimum कैलकुलेट करने के लिए मास फ्लो रेट इनटू स्पेसिफिक हीट ऑफ दैट फ्लूइड आपको मल्टीप्लाई करना है, देन आफ्टर यू आर एबल टू कैलकुलेट द C minimum. Otherwise it is totally wrong. If you are considering only the specific heat, then it is totally wrong. And friends, after that, if you are going to calculate the amount of heat transfer through the heat exchanger, then you use, I think all of you have studied about the formula, that is Q is amount of heat transfer, Q is equal to UA delta T. In simple type of conduction convection process you have studied this formula. But friends, in case of heat exchangers, you will not consider the delta T, you will consider the delta T LM is log mean temperature difference. Friends, here you see that in this case it is log mean temperature difference, not simple temperature difference. I think all of you have studied, know clearly that in the previous session I have told you what is log mean temperature difference, and you suppose two temperatures T1 and T2 are given, then normal temperature difference is T1 minus T2. But when we are considering the log mean temperature difference, then we are doing T1 minus T2 divided by ln T1 by T2. This is log mean temperature difference. So while calculating the amount of heat transfer, we will consider the log mean temperature difference. And friends, one more method to calculate the NTU is delta T minimum divided by delta T LM, means logarithmic mean temperature difference, means minimum temperature difference divided by log mean temperature difference. So these all relations I think all of you should remember. It is in upcoming questions, it is very useful. And friends, this is all about the effectiveness of heat exchangers. So there are mostly two types of heat exchangers, that is parallel flow and counter flow. And these both formulas I think all of you should remember, that is effectiveness is equal to 1 minus exponential e to the power minus NTU 1 plus C for divided by 1 plus C. Friends, here C is, you see here that the value for C is C minimum by C maximum. Friends, C minimum, I think all of you see here that C minimum is the M into Cp, means mass flow rate into specific heat, and C maximum is also mass flow rate into a specific heat. But these both are of whatever the value coming is minimum, you should put in the numerator, and whatever the value coming in the maximum, that you put in the denominator. And friends, in case of counter flow, you see that 1 minus e to the power minus NTU 1 minus C divided by 1 minus C into e to the power minus NTU into 1 minus C. I think all of you should remember this formula because it is going to be very useful. Many times question has been asked upon this formula. And friends, you see in the third case that when the C value is 1, means here you see that when the small c value is 1, means C minimum is equal to C maximum. Then you can get this counter flow equation is very lengthy, it is looking. When you put the C value is 1, then you can get that effectiveness is equal to NTU divided by NTU plus 1. Friends, many times while I am studying, many times I am confused that if I put the C value is equal to 1, then it is going to be 0 and in the numerator and 0 in the denominator. Then how it is going to be this NTU divided by NTU plus 1? Friends, here you see that when you are putting the C value in the counter flow, you see this equation. When you are putting the C value in the above equation, in the above equation, then you have to apply the concept of limit, means L'Hospital rule. In I think all of you have know that in L'Hospital rule we are simply differentiating the numerator and differentiating the denominator, and after that we will put the limit and we can get the answer. Similarly friends, for putting the c is equal to 1 in the first equation, you can apply L'Hospital rule, and then after you can get this value, that is NTU divided by 1 plus NTU. Friends, I will show you the question asked in 2007. Friends, it is given, everything is given, and it is saying that if the same liquid at the same flow rate is used as heating and cooling medium through the counterflow double heat exchanger, then effectiveness will be. Friends, you see here in the question, it is saying that same liquid at the same flow rate means same liquid means liquid is same, means that its specific heat is same, and at same flow rate means its mass flow rate is also same, means m into Cp is equal to m into Cp. Both the liquids, hot liquid and cold liquid, both have C values have same, so it is cancel out and it is equal to 1. So friends, you see here that when both the liquids are same and moving at same flow rate, then C minimum is equal to C maximum, that is both are cancel out and the small c value is coming to be 1. Means here you see that when the c value is 1, then it is asking what is the effectiveness of heat exchanger. I think all of you have studied in the just 1 minute ago that when the c value, small c value is 1, then we are simply putting the NTU divided by NTU plus 1, that is the B option. Here you are getting the B option, that is the correct answer. Friends, many times questions has been asked upon LMTD method to calculate the amount of heat transfer. Friends, you can easily, I think all of you have know the formula, that is m into Cp into delta T for calculating the heat transfer. So you can easily use that concept. You see here that friends, in case of LMTD or heat exchanger, the amount of heat transfer is equal to the heat loss by the hot fluid is equal to the heat gained by the cold fluid is equal to the heat transfer through the exchanger. That is, you see here in the formula, that is m into Cp into delta T of hot fluid. Here you see that mCp delta T H it is given, means hot fluid जितना हीट लॉस करेगा, मीन्स हॉट फ्लूइड है तो जाहिर सा बात है वो कोल्ड फ्लूइड को हीट देगा. मीन्स सपोज हॉट फ्लूइड का इनिशियल टेम्परेचर है T1 एंड फाइनल टेम्परेचर है T2, तो मीन्स हियर यू कैन राइट दैट m of hot fluid means mass of hot fluid into Cp of hot fluid into T1 minus T2, that is the temperature difference of hot fluid. And friends, similarly it is equal to the mass of cold fluid into a specific heat of cold fluid into temperature difference of cold fluid. Friends, here you see that here it is delta T is the temperature difference of cold fluid, and in the first case it is the temperature difference of hot fluid. मीन सपोज आपको एक कोल्ड फ्लूइड है जो T3 टेम्परेचर पे इंटर किया है और T4 टेम्परेचर फाइनल उसका टेम्परेचर होता है, तो हियर इन केस ऑफ कोल्ड फ्लूइड यू विल राइट दैट T4 minus T3. And friends, similarly when it is talking about the heat exchanger, then it is the formula is UA into F into delta T Lm, means log mean temperature difference. Friends, you remember it clearly that when it is talking about the heat exchanger, then it is U is the overall heat transfer coefficient, A is the area. Friends, here you see that A is not the cross sectional area, it is the surface area, that is pi into D into L. You all, I think all of you know that difference about the surface area and cross sectional area, and that is area is equal to pi into D into L into N. Friends, here N is the number of tubes. Suppose in the question it is given that 9 tubes are present, then you should multiply it by 9. And delta T Lm, I think all of you know that delta T Lm is equal to delta T1 minus delta T2 divided by Ln delta T1 by delta T2. And friends, here F is the falling factor, means you remember that when the falling factor is given in the question, then you multiply it by in this equation, that is UA delta T into F. When it is not given about fouling factor, then you simply leave it. But when it is given in the question, then you simply multiply it by UA into delta TLM. And friends, these all Q's are equal to each other. Means MCP into delta TH of hot fluid is equal to MCP into delta T of cold fluid is equal to UA into F into delta T LM of heat exchanger. These all three are equal to each other. ये तीनों एक दूसरे के इक्वल मीन्स एक तीसरे के इक्वल होंगे. आप कोई भी किसी भी दो को लेके आप एक इक्वेशन उससे कोरिलेट कर सकते हो. So you should remember this. It is very important. Friends, now coming to the effectiveness of heat exchangers. Friends, here also I think all of you have studied about the effectiveness of heat exchanger, but it is in a simple case when the NTU value is given and C value is given. But when there is nothing telling about the NTU and C value, then you should go by this way. Means here you see that effectiveness is equal to CH into THI minus TH naught divided by C minimum into THI minus TCI. Friends, you remember that whatever the value coming less, means when CH is less or CC is less, whatever the value that is minimum, you put it in the denominator and the other value you put in the numerator. Means if suppose CH is less than CC, then you put CH in the denominator, and when CC is less than when CH is greater than the CC, then you put CC in the denominator. Means whatever the value coming is less, you put it in the denominator, and whatever the value coming high, you put it in the numerator. This is regarding CC or CH. But when coming to temperature difference, friends, TH naught, THI, TC naught, TCI, means friends, आपको you have to remember that when you in the denominator you always put the THI and TCI values. Means THI minus TCI. Here you see in this equation also, it is clearly written that in both these equation, first equation and second equation, it is clearly written that THI minus TCI. Means in the denominator it is not going to be changed. The denominator is same whether CC is minimum or CH is minimum. The denominator आपका change नहीं होगा. You have to only take care about the numerator. Friends, when CH is greater, means CH is in the numerator, then you take that THI minus TH naught, and when CC is in the numerator, then you take that TC naught minus TCI. means जब आपका CH आपका नोमिनेटर में होगा, मीन्स ऊपर होगा, तो आपको THI माइनस TH नॉट करना है जब आपका CH नोमिनेटर में होगा, और जब आपका CC नोमिनेटर में होगा तो आपको TC नॉट माइनस TCI करना है. मीन्स आपको ये दोनों चीजें याद रखनी है ताकि आप एग्जाम में इजिली इसको कोरिलेट कर पाओ और आंसर कर पाओ. फ्रेंड्स, in 2020, means this year, it has asked very easy question. It is saying that it is looking little bit lengthy, but it is going to be very easy. You see here that hot fluid enter at 120 degrees centigrade at a rate of 20 kg per minute, and the oil is cooled by water entering at a temperature of 30 degrees centigrade from other side of the heat exchanger. Means it is the case of counterflow heat exchanger, and at a rate of 50 kg per minute. And friends, a specific heat of both oil and water are given, that is 1.9 and 4.2, and it is also given the effectiveness of heat exchanger is given. So it is asking about the exit temperature of water from the heat exchanger in degrees Celsius. Friends, you see here that the first thing when you are seeing such type of questions, the first thing you should calculate, you see here in the formula, that is the effectiveness formula I have written. Here first thing you should calculate, check the whether C minimum is CH or CC. Means you calculate the CC and CH. Here friends, you see that I have calculated the Cc. I have already told you that Cc is the mc into Cc value, means capital Cc is equal to m into C of C, means mass flow rate into specific heat. So for cold fluid I have calculated that is 210, and for hot fluid Ch I have calculated that is 38, means mh into Ch you can get that is 38. So by this formula you all know that C minimum is in the denominator. So I have here it is clearly mentioned that Ch is less than the Cc value. So effectiveness, I think all of you know that effectiveness when Ch is less, you see here in this case when the Ch is less, then effectiveness is, then Ch will come in the denominator and Cc will go in the numerator. So here the Ch value is less, that is Ch into effectiveness is equal to Cc into Tc naught minus Tci divided by Ch into Thi minus Tci. You can simply put all these values. You see here that Th, Tc naught, Tci, Th naught, Thi values are given, and we have to calculate the Tc naught value, means outlet temperature of cold fluid we have to calculate. That you can get here. Effectiveness of heat exchanger, that is 0.7 is given in the question. So you should put these all values and you can get the variable T, that is 41.4, and you can get the B option. Friends, now another question you see in the paper 2019. It is also very easy. Friends, here it is saying that counterflow heat exchanger is heating the oil from 35 degree to 77 degree by circulating hot water at 100 degree, and the outlet temperature of water is 70 degree. Friends, here it is saying about the counterflow heat exchanger. So you see here it is asking two terms, means logarithmic mean temperature difference, means LMTD, and it is saying arithmetic mean temperature difference. Friends, first thing you should calculate, that is delta T1 and delta T2. I think I have told you in the previous session of this lecture that delta T, how to calculate the delta T1 and delta T2 values, and easily you can calculate by that way. You can get the delta T1 and delta T2 values at 35 and 23 degrees centigrade, and after that you should calculate the arithmetic mean, that is delta T1 plus delta T2 divided by 2, means here you can get the arithmetic mean is equal to 29 degrees centigrade. But when you are going to calculate the LMTD, that is delta T1 minus delta T2 divided by ln delta T1 by delta T2, that is 28.581. Friends, you can see here that these both equation 3 and 4 are almost nearly equal to each other, means 29 and 28.581. So here you can read the four options. It is not exactly equal, significantly greater, significantly smaller, these all are incorrect. And in D option you can get that it is nearly equal to the arithmetic mean temperature difference. So you should mark the D option. So friends, in the upcoming video we will solve the questions asked in GATE previous year papers from 1990 to 2018. 2019 and 20 I have already solved. So you should stay connected and subscribe and share the channel so that we can get motivation, and we will